does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now the first pitch. In the air out to left. Cole is there. One pitch, one out.
Batting second, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm really going to have to keep a close eye on Brandon Nimmo. He's an absolute ribby machine. Top 5 of the NL in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1
Ball
and 2.
and 2 strikes now. Oh, that grounder got him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So here's Pete Alonso. High pop-up. Story is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Nothing for the Mets in the first, and after a break, the Braves swing the bat. Stay tuned to MLB Network. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping in for the Braves, David Fletcher. Take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch of the AB now.
Counts 1-0.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think this team can rest on its laurels right here. I know they've won 6 out of their last 9 ball games, but they come into this ballpark today, hostile environment. They're going to have to swing their bats early and get it going for the boys.
Hit in the air out to right. Conforto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. He's hitting over 330 on the season. And when you think about that, that's basically one hit every third at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
First pitch on its way. Trevor Story is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Stroman has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the line. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Christian Walker.
1-0.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Acuna, the runner at first with two gone. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Braves strike first, deleted 1-0.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around the score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
No balls and one strike. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
first pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Right to him. And there are 2 away now. Two down, no one on base. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First delivery to him.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-0. Now a swinging bunt. The 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Marcellus Gold.
Marcellus.
First offering.
Gold.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 now. Into the windup and the pitch. 3-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Chopped toward the second baseman. Knee high, he barehands it. It's in time.
Batting 7. The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Mitch Haniger, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No, inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. McNeil has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting in.
And now here is Sean Bollinger. Yesterday he really carried the team as he drove in 3 of the team's 4 runs. Now the first pitch. Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
All right, Heidi, thank you. set and the pitch. Tomas Nido is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there. 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Two and two to the Mets catcher.
This pitch is bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
First pitch of the AB now. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Kanoa is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil flew out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Nido stands at first with 1 out. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball inside.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D.
In now, J.D. Davis. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's fouled away. And they'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Fouled away. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
So here's Brendan Nimmo in the air down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Comes set, the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Ready with the 1-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And another foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Huascar Ynoa. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch on the way. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And a full count now, 3-2.
2 strikes.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, David Fletcher. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he'll step out for a moment here, maybe to give his guy a chance to catch his breath in the dugout for a moment. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now. And that's low, ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Next to stand in is Trevor Story. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Throw into third. And he's out on a strong throw. Acuna digs in now. On the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs, back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. foul ball. The 1-1. Pitch outside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing. Now to the plate, Pete Alonso. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit your needs.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. In the dirt here, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. All even now, 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Smith is retired, and there's 1 away. Striding in is Michael Conforto. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. This is popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
Grounded up the first baseline. This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Michael Conforto goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set, the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll get back in safely. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Slow grounder to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets lead 1. It remains 1-0. Digging in will be Christian Walker, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The first baseman, Walker.
First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And he fouls this one off. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. A payoff pitch one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat. That he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
That'll bring up Josh Van Meter. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch.
Ball
and
2.
He lays off for a ball. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-2 the count. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a ball on it? Walk it down and put it in catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Marcellus Gold. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off for the Mets.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Number 3, Tomas.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Down the right field line. That's a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Marcus Stroman shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So here's Jeff McNeil trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch of the AB now. And that misses inside 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Nido leads off second with one gone in the inning. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
A great equalizer. The changeup, that was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ball one.
Ball 1 strike.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Christian Javier, 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Mets strand one. They still trail 1-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Haniger.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And that's the first down. So next to hit is Sean Mullinger. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. Freddie Freeman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First offering.
Freddie.
As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. He'll enter play here at 293. 8 home runs and 34 driven in. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. But they're on top 1-0. Shane Green is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Shane Green.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
Hey, that's why they call it the hot corner right there. What a stab on that liner.
The first baseman.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And that is off the wall in right field. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That evens it up 1-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. Alonso stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The next 3-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A bouncer up the middle. Story scoops it up over the first, and that retires the side. Mets lead 1. They're down 1-0. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Fletcher. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much just disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Hey.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story steps in now. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Christian Walker is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Two out here and a runner at second. Line hard to center field. Nimmo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves strand 1. They lead it 1-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
And now the first pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next to hit, Tomas Nido. He doubled his last time through. Here's the first pitch. Hey now.
1-0.
Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, and all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
1-1 to count. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Robinson Cano will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. He's set. Here it comes. He enters play here at 288. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
1 strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
I got to count.
To 2-2 now. Too high. Ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Robert Stock will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
For the Mets, number 89, Robert Stock.
Into the box, Josh Van Meter. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Josh Van Meter.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1. Here it comes.
No touchdown.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fouled away.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Marcellus Gold. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike now. Stock, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Lifted down the line in left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That misses 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
One strike.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitch.
Runners on the move for second. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Now the payoff pitch home, and a fastball misses there, ball 4. So now here is Sean Bollinger. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Bollinger.
First pitch on its way as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Got him to go after that one. He's in a quick hold, 0-2. Haniger leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Boy, sure taking a sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. And it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a third time now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Oscar Hernandez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 37, Oscar Hernandez.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted in the air toward the line and right. And it's a foul ball. He'll check in here with an average of .325. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. before the 0-1 pitch. He'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Fastball called for strike 2.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Alex Reyes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, Alex Reyes.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6,
Set and the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
The 0-2 delivery.
The count is 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here comes the 1-2.
2-2 now. Full count.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis. Hit hard to short. Story brings it in, and that's the second out.
the batter.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. And she'll take a look at ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. The 2-2. Hard liner to center field. Acuna gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Brad Boxberger is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Brad Boxberger.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, David Fletcher.
David Fletcher.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. back up the middle and in for a base hit.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Comes set and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Fletcher gets his lead at first, nobody out. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I got the count. 2-2.
And now here's the third time he stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. Number 10 for him on the year as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
The center fielder, number 13.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire.
Junior.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now.
Ball
As
1,
the first
no
pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he'll step out for a 3rd time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Base is empty here with nobody out. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Will Smith enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Josh Van Meter will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Hey.
1-2 now.
I got the count. 1 and 2.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Plate now, Marcellus Gold fouled off. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is in the air out to right. Conforto gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And it's fouled away.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Lays off 2-2 now. slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next to dig in, Dominic Smith. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
One ball, one strike.
1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
One out, nobody on. 1-2. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Fans, it's time to upgrade someone from the cheap seats to the best seat in the house, courtesy of MLB The Show. All right, time to draw the name. And here we go. Our winner is Kurt Kellenberger. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Congratulations, Kurt. You and your family can move down to 4 seats behind home plate. Again, courtesy of MLB The Show.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. ready. Here's the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Two and one now.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Got him swinging in the dirt. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get